Hello viewer, welcome back to my channel once again. Ongsuman Senior Mathematics. So viewers, we are doing NCERT class 10th circle chapter from geometry. We are doing circle from geometry. Circle from geometry, and we are following the NCERT book, NCERT mathematics book. Circles. The chapter name is circles. Now, exercise 10.1 we have already finished. Today we'll start exercise 10.2. So, what is given in question number 1 in exercise 10.2? Question number 1, exercise 10.2. Here I am taking the book, exercise 10.2. From the point O, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 cm and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm, the radius of the circle. So it's a very easy question. How can we solve it? Now, for question number 1, exercise, let us have to write that the exercise 10.2. Now, what is given in question number 10, exercise 10.2? First, we have to draw a circle. Okay. Next, a tangent which passes through the circle and which touches the circle at P. Next, O means the center of the circle. Next, another perpendicular, and this distance means this cuts here at Q, and this is PQ is equal to 24 cm and OQ is equal to 25 cm. Means this is equal to 25, this is equal to 24. We have to find OP, means the means that perpendicular, or we have to find the radius. So OP is the radius. Now, if we consider the triangle in triangle OPQ, obviously it right triangle. Obviously it is a right triangle. So since it is a right triangle, so from here we can write that by Pythagoras theorem we can write that OP square is equal to OQ square minus PQ square. Now OQ means 25 square minus PQ means 24 square. So if I apply the formula, this is equal to 25 plus 24. Next, 25 minus 24. 25 plus 24 means 49 into 25 minus 24 means 1, means 49. So OP square equals to 49. So that implying OP is equals to root 49. That means 7 cm. Next, move to question number. So this is question number 1. Next, move to question number 2. NCERT exercise 10.2. This is question number 1. Next, move to question number 2. Now what is given in question number 2? Question number 2, it is given that in question number 2 it is given that in figure 10.11, if TP and TQ are two tangents, TP and TQ are two tangents to a circle with center O, so that angle POQ is equal to 110 degree, then angle PTQ, this equals to 110 degree, and these both are the tangents. So first we have to draw the figure. That means the figure is look like this. If I draw it, figure is look like this. This is one tangent, this is another tangent. This is 110 degree, and this is O, Q, T, this is P. Now this OP and OQ are the radius of the circle, and TQ and PT are the tangent. So obviously from here we can write that this angle is 90 degree and this angle is also 90 degree. Hope you are able to understand it. This is 90, this is 90. So, and this angle is 110 degree. Now if we consider, because why it is 90, because a tangent cuts radius at any point, radius of the circle at any point at 90 degree. That's why it is 90 degree. So now consider the quadrilateral OPTQ, quadrilateral OPTQ we are considering here. Now from the angle sum property of quadrilateral, what do you know? That sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So angle OPT plus angle OQT plus angle POQ plus angle PTQ, that's equals to 360 degree. Now OPT means 90 degree, OQT means 90 degree plus this equals to POQ means 110 degree plus PTQ we are taking it at X, so 360. Now if we add this will be 180 plus 110 means 290. 180 plus 110 plus X is equal to 360. Next is the rest of our solution. So this is equal to 290 degree plus X, that's equals to 360 degree obviously. So X equals to 360 minus 290, that means 70 degree. So angle PTQ, so angle PTQ, that's equals to how much? 70 degree. Next come to question number 3. Now it is given that if the tangents PA and PB from a point to a circle with center O inclined each other at 80 degree angle, then angle POA. It is also a very easy question. Question number 3, it is the reverse. That means question number 3 we have to draw the circle first. This is the circle. Next it is tell that PA and PB, so from a point, outside point PA, this is PA, this is PB, PA, this is PB. Okay, now, and this is the center O. Now it is told us that this PA and PB are inclined each other at angle 80 degree. PA and PB inclined at angle 80 degree. So this angle will be 80 degree. Now we have to find angle POA. POA. Now in this figure we have to write that in this figure. Now if we join this line, we have to construct this line. So this is the complete figure. Now in this figure OA is perpendicular to PA. In the figure, here comes the solution. I'm writing that in the figure OA is perpendicular to PA. OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to PB. So angle OBP is equal to angle OAP is equal to 90 degree. Now consider the quadrilateral. Consider quadrilateral AOBP. We are considering this quadrilateral. Sum of all interior angle is 360 degree. Sum of all interior angles is 360 degree. That means angle AOB, angle OAP plus angle OBP plus angle APB, that equal to 360 degree. Now angle AOB plus angle OAP. OAP means 90 degree. This will be 90 again. This will be again 90 degree. 90 degree plus this will be 90 degree. OBP plus angle APB. APB is given 80 degree. That's equals to 360. Angle AOB plus this will be 80. This will be 180 plus 80 means 260 degree. That's equals to 360. So angle AOB equals to 100 degree. So angle AOB is equals to 100 degree. Now consider the triangles. Triangle OAP and triangle OBP. Here first one, angle OAP, that equal to angle OBP, each 90 degree. Second one, angle APB is equal to angle BPA, common. Third one, OP is equal to PO, common. So OP is equal to PO, common. Okay, we can see that. So by side angle side congruence rule, we can say that triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP. So that means angle AOP equal to angle BOP, means this angle will be equals to this angle. Now let angle AOP is equal to X. So from the figure, X and X, that is X plus X, that's equals to how much? 100 degree. This sum is 100 degree. Angle BOA or angle AOB, whatever you say, 100 degree. From here to X equal to 100. From here X equal to how much? 50 degree. Now X we have to find the angle POA. So angle POA equal to X equal to 50 degree. Okay. Next come to question number 4. Now it is given in question number 4, prove that the tangents drawn at the end of a diameter of a circle are parallel. So for that we have to draw one figure, that is, this is the first figure, not first figure, figure will be look like that, and this is the diameter. This is taking O, this is as A, B, I am naming it this as R and S, and this as Q and P. Okay. Now since it is the diameter, so obviously this angle will be 90 degree. Means the diameter cuts the tangents at 90 degree. Now this is the drawing. Now here comes the solution. Both the radii, that is AO and OP, are perpendicular to the tangent. These are all perpendicular to the tangent. So OB is perpendicular to RS. Obviously OB is perpendicular to RS. That's I have shown previously. But OB, if I consider the radius, not diameter, if I consider it as the radius, not diameter, so OB is perpendicular to RS, and OA is perpendicular to PQ. Perpendicular to PQ. This is perpendicular to PQ. So angle OAP is equal to angle OAQ is equal to angle OBR is equal to angle OBS. That's equals to how much? 90 degree. This angle, these all angles are 90 degree. That's I am written here. Now from the figure, angles OBR from the figure, angles OBR and OAQ are alternate interior angle. These are OBR and OAQ means this angle and this angle are alternate interior angle. Okay. Now from figure, angle OBR equal to angle OAQ. Why? Alternate interior angles. Also, angle OBS equal to angle OAP alternate interior angles. So this is imply from this two inequality, or not inequality, sorry, I'm sorry, means this two result, we can tell that PQ, or only if I take only one result, that is enough. PQ, so from the above two result, we say that PQ is parallel to RS. So it's shown. We have to show that PQ is parallel to RS because PQ and RS are the tangents which passes through the end points of the diameter of the circle. So hence proved. So that's it in this video, viewers. We'll come and join in our next video for some more solutions of the circles chapter from NCERT book. Till then, keep watching my channel, do subscribe, and please share as much as possible. Please support me. Thank you.